No amount of magic could make us forget about these inconsistencies now. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 plot holes in Once Upon a Time that you didn't notice. For this list, we'll be looking at plot holes, inconsistencies, and anything that makes no sense from the Enchanted Forest to Storybrooke in the fairy tale drama television series. Number 10. What are the characters' ages? If you think you can unravel these complicated timelines, be our guest.
Look, it's been a long night, and it's almost 8:15.
That clock hasn't moved my whole life. Time's frozen here.
But it seems that with every season of this show, timelines have become more convoluted, and we just became more confused. From Rumple to Neil to Snow and Regina, we can never really be sure of how old any of our favorite characters are. However, we do have to ask, why wasn't anyone suspicious that only one kid in Storybrooke ever got older?
Operation Cobra is over. We did it. We have our happy endings.
It seems that for every new character we met, the writers may just have lost track of all the timelines altogether.
Refresh my memory. How long have you been a teacher here?
I'm not sure, as long as I can remember.
Number 9. How does Storybrooke operate as an invisible town? Given that Storybrooke is hidden from outsiders, we have to wonder how it manages to sustain itself.
What is this place?
Name's Graham. I'm the sheriff. Welcome to Storybook.
They can't do business with other places because no one even knows they exist, and we only ever see a handful of businesses in the small town itself.
Oh, and point of interest, the driver, he saw me throwing some magic. So instead of trying to get him out of here, you better be hoping he dies. Because if he doesn't, he's going to be driving tour buses up and down Main Street.
So what we really want to know is, how does anyone earn their keep? Somehow everything in Storybrooke is cheap, from $2.49 for a cheesecake to 15 cents for a gallon of gas. But if only a few people have jobs, how can anyone afford anything?
Fear not. A gentle nudge I shall provide.
Number 8. What are the origins of the Storybook? The Storybook plays a significant role throughout the series, so you'd think we might learn more about its origins.
He's the next author.
I can feel it.
Yet all we know is that one day it appeared to marry Margaret, who shared it with Henry when he most needed hope.
I found something. Something I've never noticed before. It was just there. Like magic.
We could just suspend our disbelief and admit we don't know the laws of magic, but we are curious as to where the book came from. How and why did Mary Margaret get it? And where was it before? We guess this is one mystery that will remain unsolved.
So now we're both trapped in the book. Congratulations.
Number 7. What happened to Emma's superpower? Without even knowing about her magical background, our protagonist claims to have a superpower.
Did Henry tell you about my superpower?
We just met him.
I have the ability to tell when anyone is lying. Tell me the truth.
She says that she can sense when she's being lied to, which is an awesome skill, only it's too bad that it's not completely reliable. It seems that this superpower only works when it serves the story, and other times the idea is abandoned entirely. For example, when she interviews a crash victim, she is oblivious to his lies.
I'm just glad that you were honest with me.
So no charges.
No charges.
Snow suggests that Emma's emotions sometimes overpower this special ability, but we can't say we are particularly convinced.
I wish you hadn't drank that potion.
Number 6. Where's Ruby? Our favorite Red Hood wearing werewolf was upgraded to season regular after the first season, but then she just disappeared.
Look, ever since we got back to Storybrooke, I feel like I haven't fit in.
The executive producers introduced so many new characters that her story was put on hold, and we didn't see her again until she landed in Oz.
These can at least get you back to Oz.
How did you get her to hand those over to you?
We were excited to see her spark with Dorothy, and to see Ruby finally feel like she's found her place as the pair share true love's kiss. We would have loved to see what adventures they go on to share after that, but we guess we'll never know.
I want to come back.
Number 5. Is the evil queen really all that evil? The evil queen was pretty evil, so when Regina decided to split herself in two, we assumed her villainous side would be positively vile.
Look at what you've become.
However, in this case, good and evil prove it isn't so black and white, as the evil queen tells Regina all she knows about the antidote to her sleeping curse, despite finally having Snow White within her grasp. Who knows, maybe motherhood softened her too.
Go to the center of the castle. You can survive long enough there to get the beam to work. You just need time. Let me give that to you. Regina. Go. He's my son too.
And all it took for the evil and evil queen to simply melt away was for Regina to show her a little love and compassion.
I'm going to be brave for both of us and choose love over hate.
Number 4. What happened to the characters who didn't make it to Storybrooke? Even Regina, who cast the curse, doesn't seem to know the answer to this one. We see all the Enchanted Forest engulfed by the curse, so we would assume all its residents were swept up too.
How did you all escape the curse?
It is a mystery. The curse struck, and when the smoke cleared, most of us have been torn from this land. But some of us here in this particular region were left behind. We don't know how, and we don't know why.
Except when we occasionally visit the forest post-curse, it seems that not everyone made it to Storybrooke.
We go back together. That is the only way. Do you understand?
Did they just happen to be out of town on the day of the curse? Could Regina choose who stays and who goes? Maybe Storybrooke was at a maximum capacity and they simply didn't make the cut.
Where am I?
Number 3. What about Mulan? Mulan is possibly the most underrated, undervalued, and underused character in the series.
You may not need a man to teach you how to fight, but you can learn a thing or two from me.
She always seems to be the friend in someone else's story, whether that's Aurora and Prince Philip or Ruby and Dorothy.
Well, we better start looking for a way back to the Enchanted Forest.
Wait.
After watching her heart break when she walks away from the woman she loves, we hope to see her journey to happily ever after, whatever it entailed.
I'm joining Robin Hood's band. What?
We aren't saying that it had to involve a love interest, but we would have loved some more character development and even some closure. After all, it's what Mulan really deserves. Number 2. What exactly are the laws of magic? They say magic always comes with a price, but the rules change so often, who can keep up?
With the right ingredients, I can do anything.
Despite being huge no-nos in the magical world, we see Zelina master time travel and Korra possessing a scroll for a love spell. However, we're left most puzzled when Rumple tells Regina that magic can't resurrect the dead.
Can you teach me how to use magic to bring back the dead?
That's what this is about. The stable boy.
I want true happiness.
Then find it elsewhere, dearie. Magic can do much, but know that. Dead is dead.
Now, you'd think that you could trust him on this, but we actually do see a fair share of resurrections throughout the show. For something the Dark One claims can't be done, there sure happens to be a lot of exceptions to the rule.
Swan?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Season 7 in its entirety. Fans were torn by the Season 7 premise featuring a grown-up Henry and all new characters. Well, kind of.
Hello?
Hi, are you Henry Mills?
Yeah. Who are you?
My name's Lucy. I'm your daughter.
As if the timelines weren't complicated enough before, now we don't even know what time period we're meant to be in, or how old anyone really is.
When I finished the book, I returned to the Sorcerer's Mansion, and you know what I found? Hundreds of other books with the stories I thought I knew but told differently. Like, you know, there's a French Snow White and an Italian one. There's endless possibilities.
Characters who died in the real world were reappearing now in the Wish realm. And is Henry still the author in this world? With every episode, we had more and more questions, with some fans even starting to wish the show had called it quits after Season 6.
And soon, every hero from every realm shall suffer the same fate. Each one drowning in their own isolation.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.